So technically it's still Goodwood day one, but we decided we'd go back out right near closing so the crowds are nowhere near as extreme. And we just caught some awesome action of a McLaren F1 GTR doing donuts. There we go, McLaren F1 GTR, 25 million. It's a 250 GTO, a Hyundai absolutely ripping, and some Hoonigan vehicles. Man, this is awesome. Walking down the line of race cars, beautiful Marlboro livery on this F1 car. Gorgeous BMW. That thing is absolutely insane. Cool to see a NASCAR go up the hill climb as well. And then a couple cars down, probably the most valuable car at this entire show, $50 to $80 million Ferrari 250 GTO. That thing is absolutely stunning. We got a ride in one of these at Laguna Seca, and it was an unforgettable experience. I can't imagine what driving this is actually like. And I absolutely love this purple Jaguar. This is absolutely insane. The 2,000 horsepower Ford Super Van, just a concept of an all-electric van with this much power is so ridiculous. And look at the aero, that rear wing. Kind of reminds me of a Senna GTR's rear wing, except it's on what looks like a family sedan, except there's probably only one seat in there. And then we got the McMurtry Spearling fan car with the Goodwood Hill Climb record a couple years back. This thing is absolutely insane. It's so small too compared to everything else, especially compared to this Yang Wang U9. What a wild name. And then look at this off-road rally Subaru. And then the Hoonigan car did some epic burnouts and drifts at the start line turnaround area. That thing is incredible. And then another one of the most expensive cars at this entire show, McLaren F1 GTR. That thing is absolutely stunning. The thing that makes Goodwood so awesome is not only do we have all of the static cars everywhere, some awesome booths, you also get to see them go up the hill climb. So in the videos already that I've posted, I haven't really showed any hill climb action whatsoever. And honestly, that's kind of the best part of the entire event. Check this out, guys. This is the Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale. They're only making 33 of these, and it's available in either an all-electric tri-motor setup with 750 horsepower or a V6 with 620 horsepower, costing $3 million. And first time seeing this outside of Italy, apparently. Look at how gorgeous the interior is. Unfortunately, they are already sold out if you are interested in one, but look at that rear end. The design language is absolutely insane. Kind of has almost Zagato style design language on those rear taillights. After another awesome night at the Koenigsegg camp, staying in this insane RV, it's time for Goodwood Day 2. It rained a little bit this morning, which makes all of the Koenigsegg's look absolutely insane on the grass. And then we've got this awesome tent area where we had breakfast, but it's time to head out and see the show. Some really pretty 911s as well. Turbo S, 911, and a Sport Classic. For any of the Koenigsegg team watching, I am sorry that we're wearing McLaren sweatshirts. We're wearing the wrong sweatshirts, I'm sorry. I'm just wearing what I can afford, all right? Look at that second Revuelto I've seen out on the road. Ooh! Bunch of Lamborghinis. Look at this full lineup of Lamborghinis coming through. That is epic. That is amazing. Look at that beautiful spec ST. And then all blacked out Revuelto with an SVJ next to it. That thing looks absolutely sinister. That is one hell of an awesome way to start Goodwood Day 2. How crazy is this? RedBull livery on a Ford GT. That is epic. And then another Revuelto That spec is wild. Christine just pointed out that is one nice looking tree. All right, guys, well, the time has come to finally see the new BMW M5 in person. They've got an awesome setup here with all of the generations of M5s. We've got the E28. An awesome subscriber named Ashley told me this is actually owned by Chris Harris, which is really cool. And then for you OG fans, it's making me almost sad and nostalgic looking at this. The car that started the channel, the E39 BMW M5. I really think I need another one of these. Look how mint this car is. The shadow chrome wheels always start to chip, but this thing is in absolutely insane condition with the exact same interior as the E39 M5 that I used to have. This exterior color, though, is insane. I believe it's Le Mans blue, but I'm not 100% sure. And then we've got the E60 generation M5 with that naturally aspirated V10. All right, I know I'm biased, but I do think that the E39 M5 might be the best looking M5 of all time. And Christine didn't even know I owned one of these, and she was like, I love the way that looks. So cool to see the three M5s next to each other. E28, E39, E60. Well guys, here it is. First time seeing the new BMW M5 in person, and well, I wish I could say I love the way it looks in person. I still don't. It's got the 4.4 liter twin turbocharged V8 from the last gen with the hybrid powertrain making 727 horsepower, but it weighs 1,200 pounds more than the last generation M5, meaning 0 to 60 is slower than the last gen in 3.5 seconds. I will say the matte black paint does look pretty good, but the fact that this thing weighs more than a Rolls-Royce Ghost, and instead of having that signature side cut vent, it's got a plug-in hybrid that nobody asked for, is a little bit depressing. The rear end is enormous. Honestly, this car looks more like a 7 Series than a BMW M5, and it weighs more than previous generation 7 Series as well. Checking out the interior of the new M5, pretty cool bucket seats. It's got a screen similar to the new BMW M3 and M4, kind of similar lighting elements to the 7 Series. I do really like the ambient lighting in this, but it really does remind me more of a 7 Series than a 5 Series. Cool details of the Bowers & Wilkins speaker system, I will say. Okay, I'm curious, what do you think of the new M5?
Looks boring. I feel like it's for 10-year-olds or for like a grandpa.
Agreed. See, literally their stand is better looking than their new car. It's so cool to see the McMurtry Spearling go down the track. Because of that fan, it sucks up dirt and rain and just spits it all over the place. We're here with Adam C. waiting for the reveal of the RB17, and he just saw Richard Hammond's car. Yeah. We got to see the license plate on this thing.
We saw the plate, we didn't realize until afterwards, we worked it out. I don't know if you can see, this is Richard Hammond's car, because that is short for Richard, and then H. He's not, but I went up to him, I said, Richard, your number plate, and he's like, it's good, isn't it?
It's pretty good.
It's really good.
Check this out. This is Red Bull's new track-only hypercar, the RB17. It's powered by a 4.5 liter naturally aspirated V10 that revs to 15,000 RPM, makes 1,000 horsepower on its own. With the electric powertrain, it makes 1,200 horsepower, 3,700 pounds of downforce. This thing is absolutely insane. How insane is that rear wing and underbody aerodynamics making 3,700 pounds of downforce? When I was first told about that car, they said it was basically identical to the Valkyrie, but honestly, there are some serious differences. And of course, the engine and powertrain is entirely different. So I kind of don't feel like it's like a Valkyrie whatsoever. But check out these Red Bull drift cars. We saw these for the first time a couple years ago at Goodwood, but my favorite part is look at those top-mounted quad exhaust pipes. That is absolutely insane. And then how crazy are those screens? Here we go, Mad Mike's drift car coming through, being pulled by an all-electric Moke. That is awesome. The 650S GT3 P1 conversion with a rotary engine. What a car. Honestly, the craziest part of the RB17 is the fact that not only is it a hybrid, it weighs less than 1,984 pounds, proving that just because it has a hybrid or a battery, it doesn't have to be heavy. The other thing that's really cool about the RB17 is the name. So Red Bull, if you're familiar with Formula One, names their cars RB and then a number. So they had RB15, RB16, and then due to COVID, they skipped 17 and went to RB18, 19, 20. So they still had that name left, and then they named their first ever track-focused hypercar the RB17.